Good afternoon, good evening, those of you on TikTok and YouTube platforms. I'm Tyrone Clay 213 on TikTok and Mr. Clay on YouTube, even on Facebook. We're here. Yes, we're in Deuteronomy chapter 26. Yes, the 26th chapter of Deuteronomy. Let us pray. Oh, most holy, even the great I am, have mercy upon us for the things that we may have thought or may have done. We ask you to have mercy upon us for omitted sins and those sins that we didn't know we committed. Yet they're in your law because we don't study your law enough to know those things that please you and those things that you hate. Oh, most holy Sanini Nanini, even Tata and Zambi, the spirit that moves upon the water. We ask you to deal with our hearts, that we might be mindful of your law, everything, that we might weigh all our actions out with your law, because you said in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Yes, your word directs our path. Order our steps in your word, that we might even be planted by the rivers, even the waters of your word, most holy one. Yes, that we might please you and be in that time when you come to save even us from our enemies, that even our children are saved, because we have so engrossed ourselves into the things that you have commanded us. And we thank you. Yes. Deuteronomy chapter 26, the 26th chapter of Deuteronomy. Verse 1. And it shall be when thou art come into the land which the I am thy God giveth thee for an inheritance, and possess it, and dwellest therein, that thou shalt take of the first of all the fruit of the earth. In other words, everything around you, which thou shalt bring of thy land that the I am thy God give thee, and shall put it in a basket, and shall go unto a place where the I am thy God shall choose to place his name there. And thou shalt go unto the priest that shall be in those days, and say unto him, I profess this day unto the I am my God, that I am come unto the country which the I am sware unto our fathers for to give us. And the priest shall take the basket out of thy hand and set it down before the altar of the I am thy God. And thou shalt speak therefore and say before the I am thy God, a Syrian. Note that, a Syrian. Abraham was an Assyrian. He's a Syrian. Yes, he was. Ready to perish was my father, because they were so engrossed in idolatry. Even his father was engrossed in idolatry. You'll see what I got. Keep coming. Yeah, and he went down into Egypt and sojourned there a few, and became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous. Yes, for this reason, God had raised Egypt up. He's raised Pharaoh up. Oh, you just don't know the half of it? Excuse me. You just don't know the half of it. And sojourned there with a few, and became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous. And the Egyptians evil entreated us and afflicted us, and laid upon us hard bondage. Yes, hard bondage. Now this had come after so many years of being friends and, farming for the Egyptians and doing those things, because they were farmers. They grew things, and they would, they would grow things for the Egyptians, but eventually they got quite a number of Israelites, or Bantu, grew in number. So, as we know how the story goes, and when we cried unto the I am of our fathers, the I am heard our voice and looked on our affliction and on our labor, our oppression. And the I am brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand and with an outstretched arm, and with great terribleness, signs with wonders. And he hath brought us unto this place, and hath given us this land, even with signs and with milk, with signs and wonder. And he hath brought us unto this place, and hath given us this land, a land that floweth with milk and honey. Yes. And now behold, I have brought forth the first fruits of the land. Now this is the first fruits of the land. The first fruits of the land that they inhabited. Now some say that might be up there in Palestine. Others say it's somewhere else. Apparently wherever it is a desolate place. I'll put it that way. Now, I have brought the first fruits of the land, which thou, the I am, have given me. And thou shalt set it before the I am thy God, and worship before the I am thy God. And thou shalt rejoice in every good thing which the I am thy God have given unto thee, and unto thine house, thy and the Levite and the stranger that is among you. And when you have made an end of tithing all the tithe of thine increase, the third year, mind you, the third year, which is the year of tithing, and has given it unto the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, that they may eat within thy gates and be filled. Yes. You see, the Levites were assigned to different tribes. They were assigned to minister unto different tribes. They were not just in one place. You had a majority of them in Jerusalem, or should I say amongst the Judea, the temple of Solomon. You had them amongst the temple that, that was first built. Even they surrounded even the portable temple. Now, he said that they may eat within thy gates and be filled. In verse 13, then thou shalt say before the I am thy God, I have brought away the hollow things out of my house, and also have given them to the Levite, unto the stranger, and to the fatherless, and to the widow, according to all thy commandments which thou hast commanded me. I have not transgressed thy commandments, neither have I forgotten them. See, these are the things that we might omit, that we don't know about in the law. No, Jesus didn't die for that. No. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just sorry that you didn't read the law. But anyway, I have not eaten thereof in my mourning, neither have I taken away aught thereof for any unclean use, nor given aught therefore for the dead. But I have hearkened to the voice of the I am my God, and have done according to all that thou hast commanded me. Look down from thy holy habitation from heaven, and bless thy people Israel. And the land which thou hast given us, thou swearest unto our fathers, a land that floweth with milk and honey, a special people of God. You see, these things were like taxes, like we have today. They were like taxes, yes. They were like taxes. God would collect in order that the land and the ministry unto himself, because the same thing that happens here on earth is happening in the realm that God is in. Yes, even the I am, even Tata and Zambi, yes. It's happening in another realm, a spiritual realm. You got demons, you got fallen angels that have made themselves God, and they're appointed to be gods. Because the fact is, they're appointed to draw other heathen away. See, this is why you have so many other gods. You have your Egyptian gods, you have your Greek gods. You have all these different gods, but they know they're not God. They've only been allowed to do that to draw people away from the Most High, because he has chosen Israel to be an example unto all the earth. Yes. He says, thou hast avouched the I am this day to be thy God, and to walk in his ways, and to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments, and to hearken unto his voice. And the I am has avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people. See, there ain't no New Testament. There ain't no new covenant. This is the covenant right here. And when that day comes that he make a new covenant with his people, you best believe the whole earth and all the spirits therein will know. And his judgment, and to hearken to his voice. And the I am vouch this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee, that thou shouldest keep all his commandments. In other words, that's why we should always read the commandments. We should always read the law of Moses. There's nothing else. I ain't talking about the New Testament. See, the New Testament make you lazy, because you ain't doing nothing but reading a beatitude and here and there. But when you get into that law, you got to know it. And to make thee high above all the nations which he hath made in praise and in name and in honor, that thou mayest be an holy people unto the I am thy God, as he has spoken. And with that, I will say, peace.